Hello, I'm Cara and welcome to Yoga with Cara. Today we've got an All Hallows Eve yoga class. So when you're ready, we'll start at the back of your mat and we're going to start kneeling. You can sit back on your heels. If you need any cushions or blankets to help you with this, then do take them. Or also know that you can release forward if you do find it becomes a bit intense sitting on your heels. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, and then we're going to close our eyes and bring our attention to our breath. Just a nice, deep, nourishing breath right the way down into your belly. And just feeling that breath in both your hands. So breathing into your heart and breathing into your belly. And giving your body all the nourishment it needs. Good, and in your own time, you bring your fingertips to touch your knees. We're going to allow the upper back to round and press behind us. Allow the top of the hips to tilt backward. And feel the space between your shoulder blades broaden. On your next inhale, hands come back. Lift the chest and the chin, draw the elbows back. Allow the tailbone to lift. And exhale to curl. So you can imagine if you had a cat's tail, inhale to lift. You'd be lifting as you inhale. And exhale as you curl, the tail would go between your legs. A few more times in your own time, just finding your own rhythm, your own power in the movement. And then as you come back through center, we're going to allow the rib cage to circle around. So moving it in a way that feels good, all the way around one way, back the other way. Just exploring that circular movement and finding what feels good for your body. Finding what feels nice, what feels intuitive. And then back to center. Good, you're going to bring one hand down to the side. Doesn't matter which hand you go for. The other hand goes up and over, so into a side lean. But then we're going to move the hand a little bit back and around and bring that side lean backwards and see if you can lift your hips as you reach backwards. Squeeze your glutes. Don't worry if you don't lift up the whole way, just what works for you. Slow to lower back down. Again, we start with the side lean. And again, maybe move the hand back. And again, maybe lift up if that feels good for you. And then slow to come back down. And you can take a few repetitions from side to side. Feel free to adjust where the hands are so that it works for your body. Some of you might have the hand further back. Some of you, it might be more to the side. You just find what works for you. And then coming back to center when you're ready. Good, we're going to come forward all the way down onto your belly. And we're going to do a cobra pose. So I want you to imagine you're a snake and you slowly peel up, roll the shoulders back, peeling up from the top of your spine just as far as feels comfortable. And then as you exhale, we'll lower down. Inhale to lift and peel back. Hold there for a breath. And exhale, lower down. Inhale to peel back. Hold there for a breath. And exhale to come down. Good. We're going to float the upper body and then pointing through the toes. See if you can reach that lower body. Lifting the legs, hinging at the hips as much as you can. And then release down. Push up through all fours, tuck your toes, come to your downward facing dog. You're going to send your sit bones high. So again, imagine you had a cat's tail. You'd be lifting it up to the sky with your tailbone. And you can walk on the spot. Good. Right foot stays where it is. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, left foot forward between your hands. Lower your back knee. And then left arm's going to circle around a few times, just exploring that movement. And then coming back to center. Bring the hips back, lift those front toes. Right hand walks back and then left arm reaches up high. And then slowly back down. Walk the fingertips forward, hands around the front foot again. Step back, downward facing dog again. Lift that tailbone up high. Walking out if it feels good. Holding still if that feels good. And then on your next inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, right foot forward between your hands. Lower your back knee, release your back toes. Right arm's going to take a few big circles around. Inhale, exhale, back and around. Good. Next time the hand comes down, we'll bring the hips back, lift the toes, draw the toes towards you. Left hand stays down, right arm lifts high. Feel the right hip crease dragging back and down, and the heel also pressing back. And then we're going to bring the knees in towards one another. Sit back on the heels and slide the hands forward to child's pose. In child's pose, rest your forehead, allow your hips to move softly from side to side. And then glancing forward between your hands, you're going to trace your chin and come forward to cobra. Try and keep your elbows tucked in. If you can, lift your sit bones high. And then release down. Cross the forearms. Bring the left knee up and out to the side. Heel in line with the knee. And then rest to the right side of your head. And you're in control of this stretch as to how much you press the knee down and how much you press the hip down. Slow to release that left leg back behind you, and we'll do exactly the same with the right. So knee up to a 90-degree angle. Rest the side of your cheek or side of your head to your hands. And again, you're in control as to how much you press that knee and press that foot down to the ground. And then slide the leg back. Inhale up through all fours. Exhale, toes tuck under, downward facing dog. Walk on the spot. And then cross the legs beneath your body and come to sitting. Or swing them around if that doesn't work easily for you. From sitting, we're going to bring soles of the feet together, knees apart. We're going to start by circling the shoulders. You can either stick with the shoulders circling, just swapping direction as and when it feels good for you, or you can bring the hands together and imagine we're stirring a pot. So you're really extending forward and around like a big witch's cauldron. And then back to center. Keeping the soles of the feet together, you're going to tilt back very slightly and bring the hands beneath the legs. You can bring first finger to thumb or middle finger to thumb, whichever feels more intuitive for you. And then lean back slightly and lift your feet. Good, just trying to find balance there. Think about lower back drawing in, shoulders rolling back. And then really slowly lower the feet back down. So from your flower pose back to your beautiful butterfly or your cauldron. We're going to bring the feet wide into the ground. Use your peace fingers to hook your big toes. Extend one leg up towards straight, then bend the knee and then try exactly the same to the other side. Take your time to swap sides and just explore how it feels for you. And then if you want to have a go, you can have a go with both legs lifting, maybe even extending up towards straight, towards a back pose. Remember, lower back drawing in. Don't worry if you do roll back, that's perfectly fine. Just make your way back slowly. And then we'll return to feet together, knees apart. We're going to keep the legs like this as you go back to lying down. And as you rest lying down, bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And again, tune back into your breath, to your life force power. In and out through your nose, nice, easy, stable breath. And feel free to pause and stay here for as long as you like. Otherwise, bring your knees in, take a little rock back and forth, come up to sitting. Bring the palms of your hands together, give them a little rub, create some heat between them. And then you're going to rest those hands just forward of your eyes. Feel the energy transfer back towards you, that heat you've created. Allowing your eyes to bathe and rest in it. And then maybe bring your fingertips to your face. Allow the fingertips to travel down to your neck. To give your neck and your shoulders a nice massage. Knowing there's no right or wrong, it's just whatever feels good for you. And then we'll bring that massage into your arms, all the way down to your hands, your wrists, your fingers, and then down your legs, all the way to your feet, your ankles, your toes. Have a lovely All Hallows Eve. Namaste.